Alright, y'all, welcome to another Pick a Pile here with me today, this evening, night. This one is, well, you saw the title. So, Orbs. We're going to do a circle spread with the starseed cards. In the center, we're going to have one of these. Your timestamps, as always, will be found in the description, along with the disclaimer and other additional information, links of relevancy. Leave a comment if you like, leave a thumbs up if you like. I will introduce the piles, and then please pause the video if you need some more time selecting. Okay, here we go. Option 1, you're represented by this dried flower here. Option 2, the piece of straw, hay, whatever we're gonna call this. Option 3, kush, a bag of kush. And option 4, you are the bag of rosemary. Option 5, juniper berries. Okay. 2, 3, 4, and we are at pile 1. So if you are not choosing pile 1, please pause the video, select your reading, and I will see you at your reading. All right, option 1. I'm not sure why this card wanted to just come out and be there. I'm gonna move it back into the deck right now. It's not your card. I'm gonna cut the deck. These decks are pre-shuffled. And we will get your center card in the center. And we will cut the starseed deck for pile 1. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Your life is a canvas. Artist manifestation, creative accountability. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. My guides want to use the word eccentricity. I know it takes a little longer to pronounce. Rolls off the tongue a little differently. That's the word they want to use. I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. The root chakra, and more particularly the earth star chakra, coming up right here to be mentioned, y'all, with this reading, okay? You have weight of the world here. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. That cotton candy pink energy there. Star bathing. Horse energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And that is closing out this circle here. All right. So, we're going to take a crystal. I'm not looking. I'm going to take a crystal with my left hand for pile 1. And we're going to put this in there. Center. Okay. The first thing I noticed pulling these is the direction. The water's flowing up. Like it's in a climbing phase, stage, okay? Cycles. And here we have this extremely nurturing energy. Also birth as a portal. And very creative energy here, 12th house energy. Other houses too. Your life is a canvas. Artist manifestation. Creative accountability. You're not for everyone. I remember. Soul plan. Okay. Fate versus destiny. Weight of the world. And then here, again with the water. You see it? You see the journey? We start here. You go through the portal, through the chamber, through the hallway. You know what I'm saying? We go over here. Very mutable energy. This is you, your unique, like, imprint and essence, like a thumbprint, your unique snowflake self right at the top. And here's the light. There's all this love. And we still have the flow. And it goes into water here. Okay. As you start sliding down the circle and returning. And you remember in your soul and you release. And you may get nostalgic for home. You may get nostalgic. But what's more, because it's your story. This Neptunian 12th house energy, there's some questions. And there are answers. Sometimes the answers aren't put into words, and they're personally felt, discovered, created, the answers. Okay. And Star Brothers, energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. You have this powerful circle here. Very powerful circle. With the center card, Asian elephant, honor lineage. All right. Continuing with the circular shape, the orb. Laying out some stones. I feel like, okay, so the guides are talking to me about bridging some sort of gap, connecting things, bridging some sort of gap, and you feeling even more safe and secure and protected once that has occurred. Okay, let's do with a boundary. Okay, and it may just be a matter of allowing it. It could be something that the cosmic energy is already it's already created, and it's just a matter of you turning your dial to it. Okay. Don't get freaked out thinking that you don't know how to do something either, because you will remember. You do. You have this animal with a huge snout, right? And it's like it's like a nose. So it symbolizes being able to sniff that out. Okay. The core energy is really highlighted here too with the solar plexus. You know, the solar plexus is next to the, not directly next to, but the next chakra is the sacral chakra, and then the root chakra going down towards the earth. We have the colors here in the elephant's head of the chakras going up to the third eye chakra here with indigo. And this honor lineage. This is making me want to look up the word lineage again and honor again and refresh myself. That sometimes we gather something up where there is a little more that's added, but it ultimately allows us to relax or release more weight. And sometimes that's knowledge. Sometimes it's a tool, like a broom could help you sweep away a bunch of dirt, a bunch of debris, a bunch of clutter. And I feel like that's being talked about here, what you're gathering up at this sacred pool, whether it's mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, however it is. Wow, guys, you have a beautiful one. I feel a bit like my speaking is interrupting the synergy and the energy of this. I really recommend, pause this one and be with it and just meditate on it for a little bit if you're called to do that and you like the image. This is a great one for that. It's very automatic. The codes, taking in the codes, the light codes through images. Words are a smaller fraction part of it. Okay, there's some sort of valley or some sort of dip, something feels like a detour or sidetrack here as you're beginning something, and the guys are saying it's not from their perspective, and from your higher perspective you can see it this way as well. Try the shoe on, see if it fits, see if it serves you. It's more of a divine feminine way of moving than divine masculine. And we are not talking people here, we're talking energies and categories. And we go with the feminine being less linear and the masculine being more linear. It's like water, the way it's moving, it's flowing. Okay. And it does appear like, it's not the shortest distance. But remember, some things here on Earth are illusions. There's this trickstery energy, Mercury's involvement, we could say, kind of speak astrologically. Okay, so there's reason for this. There's lessons to be learned or things to be gained. You may be picking up momentum as you do this, okay? And you can straighten it out, and have phases where it's more straightforward and linear. And I see y'all doing that. It's like a balance. Beautiful energies. You got this play with the rainbow if it makes you happy message with the rainbow energy in the spectrum. Joy is important. You can ground yourself and still be joyous. The yellow square crystal showing up, connected to your core. Okay. The light within, they're also saying the light within. So some of you, there's a song that's belting that out, or I have a reading with that topic, messages from the light within. I did channeling for that around Yuletide season 1 year. Check that out. Anything, that sparks you up inside. I'm going to leave your reading here and move into the next one, pile 1. Many blessings to you. Be well. As always, thank you for trusting and choosing me to be your tarot and oracle reader today. And spirit guides for the assistance in this reading. Pile 1's cards are set aside. Clear the energy. Moving into pile 2. Okay. Pile 2. I just cut the deck with pile 1. I will cut yours as well and do a little, get a sneak peek of that. Okay. And these starseed cards, pile 2. card is forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. And then you will have had it, and you've successfully manifested what you wished for. If you want to say, oh, no, it's not because I wished for an external leader to lead me, just ask yourself, is that really your truth? Or is that maybe somebody else's thought that you've taken on as your own? Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Your reading starts with this black and purple and indigo and magenta, subconscious energy and superconscious energy. And we go into the golden children. There's a unification of it with the consciousness. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, take time in nature. Whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deeply. And all paths lead home, inner authority, intuition. Turn your gaze within, closing out your circle, your orb here, your messages, but we're going to, of course, do a little more than that. So, wow. Maybe with this for just a moment here. Your reading has this theme about transformation. It's a metamorphosis. It's a moving from here to there, going through a portal, switching timelines, seeing behind a veil. Right here in the center. Renew your life, sea eagle in the center. It's through knowing yourself and through self-reflection and a relationship with time that you're able to do that you're able to go into a new world, be a new you, have the emergence. And then there's this energy of taking it slow, taking your time when you're in new lands or new territory, literally or metaphorically, both. Whale and orca elders is having this inner knowing or drive, feeling of who you are, knowing yourself who you are, and knowing, I don't want to use the word knowing because it could throw you off or confuse you, so let's backtrack a little bit. What other words can we use? Frequency of sound, diving deep. It is an awareness, though, and a knowing of yourself. When you go into your masculine energy, when you express what your role is, how you're here to participate, your part in living that, is what I feel off this part. I'm flashing you my dirty nails. I apologize for that, but we are in summer doing like a nature experience here with the cards and the readings. And so I've already got your crystal. I'm just not looking and drawing a crystal. I draw this one for you. Here we are. The natural world, Earth, this is important to you as well, to your soul, whether you're connected with that or not, whether you're very aware of that or not right now. But I see that with the crystal choosing to show up. Okay. So forge, don't follow is the beginning energy. All paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. This is an energy where we can accept others and their choices and have our own. You know, we grant that to others and we have our own, and all paths lead home. It's like, I don't know. This is a gorgeous energy to see here. It is relatively mutable as well with the water, or it appears to be that way. Some of you may be water signs. Okay, let's get your stones on the table. I'm going to do a stone circle here as well. Continue on with the circles, orb shape. Renew your life. It's a little strange to me putting the eagle in a circle like this, but now I'm thinking about nests. Nests tend to be circular. Feeling a little better about it. Okay. We have here, there's like this learning about life here on Earth and bodies, and like, you know, different species have different bodies, different forms. And it's like there's this remembrance and knowing of souls and what souls are, but the bodies are different. And so there's like that element coming through with your reading, your messages, learning about life here on Earth. I still recognize consciousness in you. I look into the eyes of an eagle or a chipmunk or a cat or any other human, and I recognize consciousness. And I maybe recognize love. You know what I'm saying? The mirror energy. You can see yourself there too. Yet there's differences. Okay, the wings, for example. Okay. There's energy of being able to blend in. It's in the dark, it's blending in. It feels like it's part of a familiarization process, though, like in time, and maybe some training with the intuition and various parts of oneself. You, because this is your reading, nourishing yourself, self-care, watering your garden, your responsibilities, the seeds that you're planting in this lifetime. This is like the cultivation part here as you climb the circle. And then we get here and we have rare gifts. So I very much feel like this is connected to the rare gifts that you possess, that you have, or that you access. Some of you, it might feel, the higher truth might feel like everyone has them, but not everyone accesses them, and the potential. So that comes over here with you to the mirror, to the reflection. And the mirror too is symbolizing a little bit as like a barrier. Okay, it almost feels like a, hey, you're stuck here, or you can turn around. But the drive of this being, or the destiny, is that we move through that into something we didn't previously know was an option, an opportunity. We lift the veil. Okay, so you also have tenderness and inner child here. The tenderness and the inner child. So the inner child is protected and is with you. As you approach this as well and look in the mirror. And then we start doing some sorting, some clutter clearing, some releasing, some, hey, that's not my thought, that's not my value, I picked it up, I thought it was mine, but I was pressured to. and you have all of this light around you. Some of you, it's things activated within you and shifting and changing, and sometimes that's static on the radio as we adjust the dial. Some little annoyance sometimes, and maybe I'm just, that's to say the least here with your metamorphosis and your transformational processes. But the earth you can rely on, you can count on. It's steady pulsing energy. It's called Mother Earth. You return to it, and it heals you, and it nurtures you, and it cares for you, and it guides you. And there's such an important message here with this. It makes it easier. You're now going down the slide. You're going down the slide, down the mountain. Okay. And here it's like, what have I gathered up? What do I have to, you open up. It's like, what have I gathered up? And you open up to find that out. Bringing you into here where it's balancing the divine masculine, the divine feminine, as you learned to do here. Here's the so below, as above, so below frequency. The poles, like magnetic poles. Okay. So, pile 2, I'm going to leave you in your reading here. Actually, before I do that, I apologize. I want to give you an opportunity to pause the video and just meditate with your orb. This is a really excellent one to do that with. I mentioned that in pile 1, and I do feel that way about yours too. You have this rectangular shape coming through repetitively for you, something to consider. I will be moving into option 3, so pause the video if you'd like to. Many blessings to you, and bye-bye. Alright, option 3, those of you who chose the bag of kush kush, welcome to your reading again. We are here. Lots of welcoming energy. Pile 3. Thank you, spirits, for guides. So maybe there's this tugging or pulling energy, and it could produce like a spill, some sort of mishap. Let's see what your cards reveal for you. Star Seed cards for pile 3. The void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. It'll be over before you know it. This card came out right along with it, slid right out behind it. So embrace it, love these moments of stillness, of silence, the waiting period as much as you can. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Find peace within that phase. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposites. Extremes of life. The 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression, earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. All right. I need to clear my throat, so I apologize. Okay. So, you have a polarity going on here, like north nodes, south nodes with the moon, this surrender theme, okay, right up the center. And your first card is the void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So the very beginning of things, and it's like in the darkness before it's visible sometimes. Very powerful energy. It is kind of like the 12th house to the first house energy, but it's really so much more and so much different. I hesitated to say that. You will notice that we're starting to climb the circle. And then the next card is star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. Maybe we were, the light body first and then the physical body and form. So this is a rooted energy. Otherwise, it could be where you start with some sort of process, conscious process. The courageous, peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. This says be yourself. Be yourself. The courageous peony. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites. Extremes of life is in reverse position. And it's like the figure is being held, suspended somehow, right? It's like reverse gravity, maybe. So we see it going, like coming and going, the orb continuing, and with the images right here. But we also see the potential to go from here to here. Surrender to surrender. You're surrendering into what? The sweetness of life, the Venusian energy, your body, the physical here on planet Earth. You're settling into the energy. It's not unsettling, you're settling into the energy. The guides are wording it that way. And the 7 star sisters says if you need assistance, you need help, you'll have it. There's, options. 7. And it talks about collaboration. It talks about coming together for the purpose of collaboration. Here on Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. You are of the universe. Are you of the universe? Are you of the universe? It's talking about breath, air, here. It's talking about grounding your energy as you go down the circle, as you sort of slide down. Right? You've got your Merkaba, you've got your aura, you've grounded yourself. You're humble enough to be in this student energy learning, and so you're learning and you're growing and you're expanding and you're remembering and you're having healthy relationship dynamics with your environment. They really want you to feel at home in the universe. They're just saying not just Earth, the universe. You have more then you may recognize, or maybe you do recognize it, you know, but it's nice to be reminded you have not just your physical body, not just your emotional body, your mental body, you have your light body, you have your astral body, you have your etheric body. We could keep going. There's a vehicle passing, there was like an acceleration with the motor and the gas, and if you could hear it, that's what was going on. Yeah, I feel like this is meant to rev you up a bit. This is meant to encourage you, rev you up a bit, so you can spread your wings and fly, soar, so you can bloom, so you have the courage to be yourself and be around others, you know, and be yourself. Allow yourself to be seen for who you are. Digest your past. Monarch butterfly in the center. Okay, digest your past. And again, the monarchs, they migrate north to south, south to north, north to south. And again, we have that sort of north to south, south to north here. So I really feel like there's a message here, you guys, about your south node and your north node. We have a pile of crystals over here. I'm going to turn my head. I'm not going to look at them. I'm going to put them all together first. But I'm not going to look at them, and I'm just going to grab one for you. I'm drawn to grab. Okay, and we will bring it over here. You have rose quartz. Rose quartz. Yeah, love is the highest truth, guys. Rose quartz. I know I keep saying it. This one even looks a little bit like a heart. You need the heart. They talk about like courage being associated with the heart, right? And the 5th house is the sign of courage and self-esteem and self-confidence. It's also, so its body part is the heart, right? They'll have their own body parts assigned to them. And so you have this energy of rose quartz coming through saying it's okay, you know, it's okay, don't worry, just allow, just let in, just select, tune the dial, you just select rose quartz, love, self-love, being caring, you know, having what do we have here? Let me get one that fits, please. Yeah, it's like taking time to, you can say self-love and not expand and just keep it very general like that, but I don't feel like we're doing our diligence in doing that, you know, because it means many different things, and at different times it can mean different things. So yeah, it's self-care. That's one aspect of it. It's forgiveness. It's acceptance of the self. It's allowing love to come in from the outside world as well. Okay. You guys have a beautiful, playful energy. It's like you can take flight, you know, you can wear these wings and you can take flight. You can also dive into the seas, you know, have your gills and your flippers and crawl along the earth like a caterpillar. And there's many things to do and explore on earth, and you should have fun playing with that in your consciousness through your own physical vessel, also through your imagination, and through like vicariously at times, because you're learning here. It's like a school and you're learning, but your soul, you still breathe, and you still breathe in rhythms and unisons and certain mathematical formations with cosmos and with other dimensions. again, you're not just a physical body. You also have a light body. You have an energy body. So your reading talks about finding your own truth. And it talks about, like, if that is, you're coming from a heartfelt place in your actions and your direction, then the nature spirits, a lot of nature spirits, like, giggle along with you in this energy of joy and will assist you. It's a worthwhile, investment, for a lot of positive forces. And so this is meant to encourage you and inspire you, but it's also meant to shine a light on something. It's like removing the doubts that are ready to be removed, because the doubts are like more illusionary than not. Okay, there are times where you have to believe something. You have to have a certain amount of belief in the recipe and faith in the recipe to achieve. You have to see yourself and feel yourself there and allow yourself to get there. They're showing me all these different fun, playful things that you're doing and experiencing here on Earth, and sometimes it feels more like a struggle than it feels fun, but from the higher perspective, I'm looking at it with zooming in on the circle, the orb. So it's like walking a tight wire here, walking a bridge. There are things that are riskier, that are dangerous, but that excite us as human beings, and that we can enjoy or may not enjoy. Nonetheless, there's, like, at the top here, maybe doing some of these very challenging things or dangerous things, risky things. And this is a peak energy or a crowning energy, the top here. And it says, fall into my arms. And it is reversed. So it's like you're doing this without falling. I feel a lot of you don't fall. But there's, like, with language, it's kind of tricky, because you do fall. You relax. You fall into the arms of the universe, the arms of God, we could say. You don't really fall at all. Once you do that, once you surrender, you're held up. You're like, this character is suspended. And you do succeed. Achieve, you're okay. You're carried. You're loved. You're all right. You're here on Earth, okay? But you're other places too. And you don't have to believe that. You don't have to believe that or choose to. But if you can look into a star in the sky and you can see it, you can recognize it, that means that there's something about you and that star that's alike. Okay? And we know, like, scientifically, you know, we are, I don't know, I'm going to say we're made of stardust. So how far away is that? And yet it's within you. Breathe through things. Breathe through things. Things just shift. They're saying you can shift timelines through breath. And it can deepen your strength, power, experience in other dimensions. Your dreams as the most obvious example. And this Venus energy, again, it's like very much an earthy energy, because it's sensual, it's associated, like, Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. Yet, is it Earth or anything on Earth? No, it's Venus. It's next to Earth. Like Earth's next door neighbor, friend. So there's this thing of, like, friendship with the cosmos, friendship with and love outside of you, feeling it for what's outside of you, however where you're separating yourself. Because what are you? Are you an individual person? Are you earth? Are you an earthling? So anyway, it's where do you draw the lines? Because it's kind of like Venus and Earth being right together like that. They're sometimes considered sister planets, and they're part of the same solar system, right? So cosmically speaking, Venus and Earth could be looked at as like one thing, like the Earth and the Moon. The Moon we think of belonging to the Earth. I don't know, just kind of wet and juicy things for me to dip my toes in here with the reading, exploring that the guides have left on the table for me to talk about here. It's, you know, they say a white, like a blank canvas, a white canvas, white slate, clean white slate. This is your black canvas, your black, clean black slate, chalkboard. All right, pile 3. I'm going to leave your reading here. I want to give you some time to pause the video if you'd like to pause the video and meditate with your orb reading here, the spread. As I did with the previous piles, I think this is a really nice one to do that with. I know you've got some sun rays and shadows coming onto the cards, but nonetheless. Okay, so I'm going to now clear this off and move into the next pile. Many blessings to you. Thank you, as always, for choosing and trusting me to be your tarot and oracle reader today. Many blessings, and bye-bye. Okay, pile 4, if you chose the baggie of rosemary, we'll cut the cards for you and take a look at your spread, your messages. Okay, for the center and the starseed cards for pile 4. Your first card is, I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs and uprooting. Then you have the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. They're saying external people, things, signs are to direct you sometimes. They're used to guide you or direct you as to where to, like, but it's within you. It's as if they say, like, to the left, but then you go within yourself and go to the left, and there it is. I don't know. Let's see what we have coming through to help clarify that message, make it a little more understandable here on planet Earth. Starkeeper, cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, and say yes to change. Inner Earth, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. You got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. Look how bright this gets. It's like it brightens things up, intensifies, clarifies, brightens it, illuminates things. Earth school, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Jupiter energy. Jupiter and Earth energy. Double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. I thought so. I thought I was picking up on that. You're getting a lot more cards than previous piles. And you've got these specific ones coming through. Pleiades, the Orion, Hadarian. And I got this impression like your soul may have had many lifetimes. It's like multiple simultaneous lifetimes, perhaps interdimensional travel type things with the energy body or the light body, different aspects of the soul. There's all these connections and relations, open channels here. And now it's saying light worker, starseed energy. We have wait, it's not yet time, things are being woven here before the uprooting energy. So in the beginning, there's an okay, so we go into moving from like a 12th house vibration into a first house vibration, where we're quote unquote closing out a cycle and opening a new one. And I say quote unquote because the circle is always there. There's no opening. We don't really, it's not a new thing. So it moves from 12th house energy to first house energy, and that's considered like the end of the cycle is the 12th, and then it begins again, the Aries energy. So it's as if you wanted the change, you wanted the shift anyway here with the uprooting. Okay? But you forgot. You fell asleep on it. As you prepared. And then the universe wakes you up and says, hi, and it's time to move. It's time to go to Earth. It's time to whatever. And so you're taking some sort of step, or the universe seems to have picked you up and created is a new direction or a new step or a new thing, okay, has been activated, and we're moving, we're climbing the circle here. I'm climbing the circle right now. And then the next card is the Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. It's the heart, but they don't want you to think of your heart as just being something of earth. It's a physical heart, and you've got your energetic heart, your emotional heart, your heart chakra. But it's saying the cosmic heart. It's not just of earth, it's also of the universe, the solar system, the universe. And what you're devoted to and what you're interacting with that creates some of your potency, and the potency of what you create in your life. Life is the canvas. It can be anything that manifests in your world. And manifest doesn't have to be physical. It could be a dream, for example. It's living your truth. Make your life a moving prayer. Being honest about your desires and taking action as you're guided to achieve that, to grant yourself that, to align with that. From there, you go into child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So here, you know, the universe is holding you like its child and saying, I love you, you know, and I'm giving you what you need. I'm teaching you, I'm gifting to you, I'm providing for you, I'm nourishing you, and I'm here for you if you need to consult me. It's like, what's within you? The intelligence of the whole universe is within you. You're a child of the cosmos. The Star Keeper, cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay, connect with Earth, because you're an Earthling right now. You're in physical form. That's a part of what you are doing as a soul being and what you're exploring. And so it's important to ground your energy. Ground your energy. And this seeding the light, I feel, can also be interpreted and mean, you know, seeding positivity in your world, seeding success, seeding things that may surprise you but are joyous. And you have the Andromedan energy. Okay, so again, we've got a specific galaxy here. It's the one closest to the Milky Way in the most like 3D way of measuring things, the Andromedan energy. Then we have adventure, say yes to change. If you were drawn to one of the other piles, go ahead and listen for another pile too. I got a message that was similar here with Venus and Earth, and now I'm getting it on a grander scale here with the galaxies, Andromedan galaxy and the Milky Way galaxy. So if we keep zooming out, okay, this illusion of separateness blurs more and more, right? So, for example, like cells in your body, right? Yeah, individual cells, yet it's a part of the body whole. And so, like, humans, right? You're an individual form, you have a body, but you're a part of planet Earth, your physicality. The Earth is a part of the solar system. And so if we keep zooming out that way, and we look in the same way that you don't look at a cell with your naked eye, you're not looking at your individual cells. Earth and Venus kind of look like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And so now you're getting this with the galaxies of the Andromeda galaxy and the Milky Way galaxy blurring and looking like they're of the same thing. So it's a further zoom out here. And this is the crowning energy, the top of the circle or the peak. And then we start to slide down the circle. And this next card is Inner Earth. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. It's in reverse position, and this to me is speaking of some ancient wisdom, ancient soul wisdom, ancient wisdom, where you're not just going to survive it, you're going to thrive. Okay, you can thrive, not just survive, you can thrive. You can also die, and like a metaphorical death, you die and experience rebirth, resurrection, rebirth. So it's like this sort of, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings with Inner Earth. Okay, it also talks about grounding, like deeply, connecting deeper into the earth. If you do any sort of root planning meditation where you envision yourself like a tree with roots and your energy goes down into the earth, you can soak up nutrients and love, support from the earth, wisdom, so forth. It's talking about planting your roots deeper, some of you. Okay. From there you go into, you got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. This also showed up reversed. it feels like maybe your pile can sort of store things outside of yourself and borrow them and when you need to. It's like, or it's always yours, but not everything is, because it's like you're less codependent. It's less about codependency, and it's, yes, there are healthy boundaries, but there's also a unity that is highlighted here, and there's a sort of blurring here. It's like you're one with the all that is, and then you come back into physical form, you're still one with all that is. Maybe you focus more on like the feeling in your toe, for example, for a period of time. And so there's a multitude, of course, like infinite, many, I can't even try to give it a number, times in your life experience where there's some form of that you're working with, that you're perceiving, that you're partaking in, your journey. It goes into big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, and inspired ideas. Yeah, so it's like from your travels, your journey, the process, you accumulate all of these tools or resources or ideas, you piece it all together, you create a vision. This is really potent astral body energy for me. It's talking about the astral body. That's why things are more vivid. Karmic relations, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Yeah, and then again, it's like you never stop learning. You're still soaking things up as a sponge. You're still gathering. You've got this really vivid energy, and it's just going to get more vivid, more illuminated, more wondrous. You never really stop, but you do. There are cycles and phases. Like there's night and day. There's sleep, and there's time with your eyes awake. And we breathe in, we breathe out. The double mission talks about the dualities, and it's here at the bottom. Basically, this is the bottom, but it's kind of like both of these are serving as the bottom, for this being the top. So there's like a polarity here too. I noticed it more distinctly with other piles today. But the guides brought me to the nodes of the moon, the south node and the north node. And this is so powerful, guys. To me, this feels so powerful, or just so big, so bright, that it's taking 2 cards to balance its energy. It's like a magnetic relationship. So double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you, wait, it's not yet time, things are being woven. It's like so much gathered up. You guys have so much, whether it's so much to do, it's so many, you have so many different specific, like Hadarian, Pleiades, Orion energy, like different galaxies, specific starseed origins or energies working with you, right? You have so many different ideas. Whatever it is, there's such an abundance with your orb and your reading, and probably you as a person. You're very magnetic. You expand. Maybe you have Jupiter somewhere in your chart that is a part of this. It's important. It's really, really important for you guys to embrace that rest period, that you guys might have to wait more often because you're doing more. You've got more seeds you've planted, so you've got more crops that you're waiting on to come to fruition. And you're also probably tending those plants, right? Metaphorically speaking. And so there's that coming through as a message, as things are being woven. But it's also like with your eyes closed, meditating, sleep, some of you, like, winter is a very sacred, special time for you. I can see this too when it's darker, more dark than light out in the days. Because you are some sort of light worker, you are starseed. You serve the world by being yourself and by being authentic. And yeah, sometimes there are challenges here on planet Earth with that. Sometimes there's a bit of a struggle with that. There's things like jealousy. There's serve the world by being you. Yeah, there's all this energy like hiding in the dark that could pull some sort of surprise on you, or catch you off guard, pull you off track, talk you out of that, you know. But you're golden, and it's important for you to remember that. So you see with love, connected to the cosmic heart, the upper heart chakra. You see, you speak, you kiss, you breathe. You can live with that golden energy. Have this strength and this radiance. Wow. Yeah, gold. Some of you might really like the color gold. I'm seeing too. It's part of. There's something more to it. Okay. Yeah, the clever fox here. You can see he's hiding. We can't see all of him. And that's how it is here with the reading too. It's like, I can't tell you everything. Shapeshift. Red fox. Okay. Shapeshift. Wow. Yes, because you have the astral body, you have your energy body, you have your light body, you have the cosmic heart. There's different portals here. You're a divine being, and you can explore your consciousness. You can put your consciousness into different forms. I'm not always talking physical. Fog, clouds, they're not solid. Does that make them unreal? No, it doesn't. Sound. So, we've got crystals over here. I'm going to turn the other way. I'm not looking at these crystals. I'm going to pull one for you, whatever one I'm drawn to. Thank you, spirit guides. The citrine, the orange. And continuing with the circles and the orbs, we're going to do a circle here, stones. Yeah, I'm hearing like different perspectives, different places, different perspectives, different environments, different lessons. Not all of it has been on Earth. Not all of it is Earth. Some of it, there's like portals, some other places, cosmos. They're showing me a sort of egg shape. Okay, and they're not getting too specific about it. They're giving me this message. A lot of stuff like it hatches when it's supposed to within you. I'm guided to like point out where approximately the egg is, what it's shaped like. I'm going to tell you about it, familiarize you with it a bit. You're still partially in the dark, and then you find your way out of the dark in divine timing. You break through the egg, you emerge. There's that sort of theme going on with your reading today. Okay, because you're very skilled. You're very skilled, and this is like a game that you're playing with yourself to even further sharpen your skills, to maintain and exercise and practice what you've already developed, and to grow and develop more skills and abilities. You're a magnificent being. Okay. I'm seeing this energy of coming together, whether it's like heads coming together. It's kissing. There's this energy of physical body to physical body coming together here, the top. It could be any energies really. It just showed up as physical bodies and that sort of kissing, holding hands. Maybe it doesn't necessarily indicate like a longevity to it, like the shaking hands that's for a few seconds. It's just like the actual connecting, touching. I feel like that could activate something for you. You're coming in contact with somebody in the near future. Okay. Yeah, it's showing you guys like being very low here, like low, and seeing a perspective and familiarizing yourself with an area, and getting higher and being high and familiarizing yourself with an area and having that perspective. And it's like very worldly energy, or very educated sense, very cultured. And it's not just like here on Earth we're talking intergalactically, we're talking your soul here. So for some of you, you might mirror that here on Earth and really like to travel or explore different cultures. But that's not necessarily everyone's situation. They're showing like waves, and this is meant to be comforting. It's like something that carries you along. Some sort of current you can ride. Get you around the bend or around a corner. Helps you switch gears or inertia, transition from one phase to another. There's a step up too. It's a big step. So maybe there's a big step up here, and there is an apology that comes through from the love of the universe. I'm sorry, right here. And there's also this energy of like, I know it's not enough just to say I'm sorry, the words, and there is an ability to right past wrongs. And if you don't believe that, you don't feel that way, if you can set into the possibility more, if you can sort of open your mind a bit to it, righting past wrongs, is it possible for things to be improved? If not completely corrected or righted, can we make it somewhat better, the past wrongs? I feel like some of you came into this physical form, into this lifetime, to untangle some karma, so to speak, to right some past wrongs, to, in part, to reconnect with other souls that you've had interactions with previously, and to, like, make amends in some way, to assist them in some sort of mission. Starseeds have missions. So take what resonates, leave what does not from the reading. I feel that this is a lovely one to just sit with and meditate for a bit. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time if you want to pause the video so that you can do that, and I'm going to move into the next one. So if you'd like to pause the video and meditate with this image, the orb reading, go ahead and do that. Okay. So many blessings to you. Have a wonderful day, evening, night. Thank you, as always, for choosing and trusting me to be your tarot and oracle reader today. And bye-bye. Okay, the last pile, if you chose the juniper berries, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to get one of these cards for the juniper berry pile. guides. Okay, and your starseed cards. The deck's getting low. There we go. For this pile, we have first card, Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. And then cracked open. Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. The blue flame. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community is showing up reverse. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Some of you feel alone at times because you felt very at home in other lifetimes, in other places, in spaces and time, different dimensions, different soul connections and experiences that you had there. And so you're here on Earth, and when you feel disconnected from your soul family that may be here on Earth as well, and you're interacting with other people, you might feel alone sometimes anyway. Okay, let's keep flipping. Activated Earth. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Yeah, and some of you, it's like you feel like Earth isn't your true home sometimes, because again, like these other places feel more like home. And it might be particular to this lifetime. Like you may have had other lifetimes on Earth in different time periods and locations or whatever where you felt more at home on Earth. It could be something that you're going through collectively, with the time period, with the culture, something that you're going through personally. It feels like, I don't know, Star Ancestors has hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Yeah, we have to look a little deeper. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing, and a new Earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Okay. Yeah, it's as if maybe you came back to planet Earth in this lifetime, this time and space and everything, the way you did, to help create the new Earth, what Earth is becoming, and direct it in a certain way. And at times, you know, the fact that we're not there yet, and that we are where we are, and that maybe we have to go through what we have to go through for work, so to speak, to get that job done, can feel taxing on you, or makes you feel isolated, or makes you feel like you're not at home, like you're at work, maybe, and you don't care for your job so much, or it's just you're homesick, a bit homesick, out of place. Okay, so there's this energy of like wide open spaces and bright golden ray energy, the upper crown chakra energy, showing up here in relation to the climb, because we're going to climb our way to the top of the orb. Okay, so with this like newer energy or more beginning type energy, keep that in mind. I feel like that can help you have your breakthroughs. The portal. Okay, portal. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. You have choices, you have opportunities, they're being presented to you. You need to make a selection. This is a great blessing, but it can also feel a bit like a curse, or again, like something taxing or stressful, because when you choose one, you're not choosing another, right? You want to make the right choice, and you have what you have to go on to make that choice, and the choice has to be made. And so, and there's also, you know, change involved and switching gears, and the inertia factor and all that connected to it. So sometimes maybe it's gotten the best of you. Maybe it's really taken all that you thought you had, and somehow you survived. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. But it's like being hatched open or something cracked open. We're moving to a whole new world. The blue flame energy comes through spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Again, it's like something shocking or something, spontaneous, something activated. Sometimes we need to integrate it. It's about time, but it's not just time. Things need to also integrate. And this blue ray energy comes up to assist you with that and help you with that. The throat chakra, the crown chakra too. The crown chakra, the third eye chakra, the throat chakra, but especially the throat chakra here. It's like an opening or a healing to this. There's a exercising of it, maybe. I'm not sure. But it's very important. It's a part of the doorway energy, the opportunity, and it feels like it's a healing force, but it's also about adjusting and adapting, which sometimes can have some pains that go along with it. But it's like you're learning to manage the pain, or you're learning how to sort of numb yourself to it. This is the type of pain that it would be good to do that with. Like, for example, building up a tolerance to exercise and an ability to exercise to strengthen your body. And so you're not alone in doing this, okay? And I feel like there are different parts of you, different, like parallel universe versions of you, or yous in different timelines. And yeah, there's past you and there's future you. And this is also like this is the energy body, and this is the astral body, and this is I think you can figure it out better than I could like articulate it just by looking at the images and trusting your intuition. This one of the characters to me seems to have her eyes completely closed, and one of them has her eyes squinted, and there's this message of like the darkness being healing, the tranquility, that womb energy, the stillness, going within, when you're alone, when you're in solitude, how you can hear yourself think, how you can tune into more subtle energies, and the power that this gives you. It's very positive power, and it's energy, and it gives you, it sort of fills your cup, and so that you have enough to provide and share with others too in the dance of life. So don't be afraid to receive as well as to give. It's a part of life. It's a very important part of life. These cards, the guides were referring to as nodes. Like they have similar energies to the nodes, south node, north node, and that there's a magnetic relationship dynamic between them. Okay, and it's the bottom and the top here, north and south nodes. And we kind of see that holographically again with the people. It's like what's going on in between. If we called her the north node and her the south node, the top and the bottom energies. Look at all that. And so your body too, there's all this energy in the chakras up the center between the top and the bottom. Okay, from there we go into lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. The guides want you to feel at home. They want you to return to places that have you feeling at home if and when you take yourself to a place, a feeling state where you don't feel at home, or maybe you feel like you're at work, or you feel like you lost or whatever. Soul memories and gifts, you've done this before. And I feel like, there's places within you that you can sort of relax into, soak into. Maybe lifetimes in Atlantis, I'm seeing for some of you. experiences you've had here on Earth too. You know, really nice morning. You woke up, this gorgeous sunrise, and the feeling of that. But there's also this energy of plant more seeds, create more memories for your soul that are gifts. Okay. From there we go into activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. That's pretty self-explanatory. The star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. And Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing, deep cellular healing. The middle card is red salmon, navigate life with determination, and it's in reverse position. Okay. So I'm grabbing a crystal from over here. I'm not looking at them. I'm just going to go ahead and grab one, pull it over here. One, please. Thank you. Pyrite wanted to come out as well. There's like a variety of crystals, so I feel like working with crystals could be really good for you guys, especially at this time. Trust your intuition, trust your divinity. Some of you have connections to various places on Earth through time and space, sacred places. There's portals, and you bring healing to yourself and the world when you have the strength to listen to your heart. You have this green crystal here. Let me go ahead and continuing with the circle and orb pattern. We will put some stones out here. Okay. There's a sparkly energy over here. The seas, the waters. Some of you might be water sign people. There's this energy of a time to go with the flow, and a time to be determined and to push. Just like the inhale and the exhale. Okay, like I did with all the piles, I'm going to leave you a little bit of time here if you want to pause the video and just use your reading, your spread today as something to meditate upon. It's a nice one to do that with. If not, then you can click the video off now. Your reading is over. And many blessings to you. Have a beautiful day, evening, night, and bye-bye.